success, how success is achieved, and how success and wealth is obtained. So I want you to take some few minutes of your time and listen to this carefully. Now, as a student, as a businessman, as someone who wants to progress in this life, you ask yourself, how do you succeed? How do you attain success? Now, success or wealth is something that can be achieved only when prepared for. There is a saying that preparation meets opportunity. Now, if you are a student and you are being taken to a university or taken to school to learn, one of the mindset, one of the intention is that to pass the exams. The student plans everything possible to get a higher grade in marks, get a higher grade in the subject he or she is taking. So from the beginning, the student, the individual who is going to take that exams, plans everything in the mind, plans on what marks he's going to attain, and works hard towards it. So you realize that success in the exams, or to attain higher marks in the exams, everything has been planned in the mind by the student. The student mindset, the student mind shift helps him or her to attain a higher mark in the exams. One, by pushing the student to sit down and study. Two, by helping the student to be much cautious when writing exams. Three, by helping the student to be much observant whilst taking exams. So you realize that everything that the student wanted to achieve in the examination, in the paper, was established in the mind. Everything the student intends to achieve was established in the mind. So this basically should give you the understanding that yes, indeed, when success is something you want to achieve, when wealth is something that you have to achieve, it starts from the mind shift. It begins from the mind shift. The student aims and wants to get 100%, a 90%, 80% in examination. And so because of that, the student prepares his or her mind towards that shift. So in the long run, the student is able to attain that higher mark or higher grade. If the student does not plan, does not have the intention of getting a higher grade in the examination or in the test, he turns out to fail. What does this tell us? This concept tells us that yes, success begins from the mind, the shift in the mind. The student planned for the mark, planned to get a higher mark in the exams, and started preparing his or her mind towards that goal. And so he becomes observant, he pays attention to details in the examination, he pays attention to whatever he's studying, and makes time to learn. The shift in the mind, the focus in the mind is to get that marks. The same way, if you are looking for success, if you are looking to grow wealth, if you are looking to attain some kind of world success in life, it all depends on the mind shift. Are you having a very good discipline, a very good plan that, okay, in the next 2 years, in the next 1 year, in the next 5 years, I want to attain this kind of asset in this life to get me progress? Now, the moment you have that shift, that direction in the mind, automatically the world start to build. Automatically that direction start to build. So one of the goals or one of the ways to attaining wealth and success is having a shift, a direction in the mind, a focus, a direction, a discipline. And that is the first step of building success or building wealth. Because if you don't have, Eugene, thank you for joining. If you don't have that shift in the mind direction, there's no way you're going to work towards that goal. Like I'm telling you, a student wants to attain 100%, 90% in exam, and so therefore will sit down and learn. You want to buy a car, you want to buy an asset, you want to build an investment. What do? You start planning, you start working towards that environment. And so if you have that mindset shift, that disciplined mindset, you start working towards these goals. So like we are saying now, success building is starting from the mind. If you don't have that direction, that focus, that discipline from the mind, there's no way you can build the world. There's no way you can build the direction. So we are comparing this to the attitude of a student who makes an effort to pass or have good grades in his or her exams. Success is built from the mind. The shift, the balance, the direction, the discipline from the mind helps you to attain the height, to attain whatever success you want to build up. That is one of the steps. So this is one of the ways that success is built. Wealth is built. You need to have a shift, a direction, a discipline in the mind focus. Secondly, you need to also have the intelligence of building wealth, the intelligence, the direction of building, investing. When a student wants to pass an exams, the student sits down and study. If you want to make money, what do you study? What material do you study? It means that you need to have a direction, a material, a financial material that will guide you. And so you need to start looking at financial books. You need to look at financial steps which have been used by the great people. A student who wants to pass exams studies book to pass. Someone who wants to make finance is not learning and taking any financial steps. How do you tend to grow? How do you tend to become successful in your finances? This means that to attain a financial goal, to become successful in your world and in your finances, you need to also start looking at financial steps, financial books that encourage you to take financial steps. There are people who have no knowledge about finances, and so they are living their life. They taught them how to save, so they are just saving. They have nothing. They have no knowledge about finances, so they are just living life. Now, if you live this kind of life, it means that you are just living life on a flat surface. You don't have a direction. You don't have the steps. You don't have the tips on how to grow. Every discipline, every sector has its rules and regulation, has its tips and plans, has its guidance. If you want to be successful, it has its route. If you want to be successful in finance, it has its route. Now, when today you start building a shift in your mind towards your financial goals, you will start developing wealth. You start building wealth. You start growing wealth. So one of the things I would like you to look at now is from today, having a shift that, okay, me, Frank, me, John, I want to build finance for myself. From today to the next 6 months, I want to have about $10,000, or I want to have about $3,000 in my account. And for that matter, I'm going to start saving. Having a financial mindset, having a financial goal, having a financial plan helps you to succeed. I hope this makes sense. Having a financial plan, having a financial goal, having a financial tip helps you to grow in your finances. If you don't have all of these plans, all of these steps, you are not going to be successful because you don't have what it takes. You don't have the text. You don't have the direction. You don't have the guidance. How do you succeed? Anybody who wants to be successful is being guided, whether physically or online. You can be guided through ebooks. You can be guided through online coach. So financial books are very important if you also want to attain wealth and if you also want to attain success. These are one of the things you have to take control of. Now, you are saying that as a student, the moment you have the financial direction, like you want to pass your exams, you start building wealth. Now, from today to the end of the month or next month, I want you to have a direction that, okay, you want to start building your finances, and for that matter, you want to start creating steps. You want to start building steps that will lead you to that direction. I hope you get my point. So financial success is based on your direction, is based on the steps, and is based on your mindset shift. The mind controls every success and controls every tip. And so if you have this direction, you are going to make it and you're going to be successful. This is what I'm going to leave with you for today. If you want to become successful, if you want to build success, you need to have a shift in your financial plans and goals. Start building your mind towards success. Start shifting your mind towards that success, and you're going to have that opportunity to also build wealth for yourself. My name is Frank, the Roman counselor. If you need any financial tip and if you need any financial direction, you can always check up on me. I'm always here to offer the tips to students who need help. It's bye for now. If you have any question, you can drop in the comment section. I'll come back to respond to every question that you have for me. Thank you very much and stay blessed.